Have you got a car without a dash cam and wondered how hard it is to install one? Let me show you. This is the Uniden iGoCam 90R front and rear dash cam, and we're going to install it in this new Kia Seltos. All right, so the first thing I want to do is find out what's in the box and work out the placement. That's the main camera, goes on the front windscreen. This is the rear camera. I can tell because it's smaller and it has a very long cable. This is critical. It's the power for the main camera. That is just your old cigarette lighter, your 12-volt port. There's some alignment guides, the manual, and some bits and bobs for actually fitting it to the window. Now, Uniden and most dashcam manufacturers recommend the dashcam is in the center of the windscreen because the lens will then be in the center and get the widest angle across all areas. Some people like to put them over on the other side, the passenger side. That's my preference most of the time, but because this Uniden camera has a screen which displays speed alerts and things, you could also put it around this area. Personally, I think Uniden's spot on and the center location is best. This one comes with a mounting bracket, so this just slides on there, and all we need to do is clean that screen and adhere that right there. So just 3M double-sided tape, and now we can place it, and this can be angled, so depending on the angle of your windscreen will be the angle of the camera. And you can see now the camera slides in and out of the mount with ease. Now the next step is the one that puts a lot of people off. It's the cable. And let me show you why. A lot of people put the cable in the camera and then just dangle it down here to the 12-volt outlet. And that's fine, that will work. But it's ugly. It feels temporary. And that's why you should take that extra bit of time, probably 15, 20 minutes, to wire it in properly. And it doesn't require your screwdrivers taking the dashboard off. It just requires understanding that everything is a little bit pliable. And in the kit, in the box, comes one of these, which is how you just lift up these little bits of rubber and you can pull the cord right through the car and discreetly power your dash cam. Get all the length out of it that you can and just wriggle your way in there, and soon you'll find it's very easy to hide this cord. So the trick now is to come across here, down the pillar, and then what I do is come under the floor mats. So the rubber part on the door here is actually quite easy. You can just get your little tool under there, and once you've got essentially a small part of this in there, it's really, really easy to run your finger down and get the whole thing put away. But it's this part you want to try and tidy up. Now, sometimes you will go in there, some people won't. I'm going to try hard to get it inside that little bit of plastic. Once you get the first bit in, it's normally easy to do the rest. So what I'm doing here is I'm pulling down on this cord while prying this a little bit open. Voila, can't see where the cable is there, and now we've just got to come down the doorway. So this simple rubber here goes all the way down, and you can normally find another join potentially here that we could go in with the cable. So let's give it a crack. So essentially what I'm doing is pulling with one finger, pulling the rubber out, and with the other finger, pushing it in there. So the cable is actually well recessed in there. All right, so we've come all the way down here. Now we just need to find our way across, because what we know in here is we've got this great little cubby there where we can plug it into the 12 volt. So in here, what I found is there's actually a nice groove here, and I can go all the way around here, and I'm probably going to be able to either go onto the mat or actually bring it up the dash. So there's a couple of loops down there I can kind of bring this through to keep it out of the footwell. Let's try and find another one over this side, and I can hook it around. I've actually twisted that around it. Now I know there's just enough to get through here and into that 12 volt little cubby there. And then we're really just left with that bit there, which frankly is the least of anyone's worries, but you could probably try and tuck that up a bit further in there. But basically now we've hidden all but 20 centimeters of this dash cam cable. And the last step, probably the most important, is to get a high quality, fast memory card and install it in the side of the dash cam. And you need a fast memory card because this is recording in 4K, so we need great speed to ensure that it can record the footage perfectly. And that's it. We've got a dash cam, hidden wiring, plugged into the 12 volt. We do in this case have a reverse camera, and that's really just the same technique. Stick it on the back window and run it through all the rubber and roof lining, and you'll have it discreetly hidden. Now, when we power on the car, we'll get action on the dash cam and we'll be recording everything we see on the road. Recording, first time ready to go. Now in some models you'll have a Wi-Fi connection like this one where on your smartphone you can actually view the footage, download the footage. In others you'll just take the memory card out, put it in your computer and view all the footage that's saved on your dash cam from anything you see on the road or any accidents you unfortunately might have.